Hey guys, how's it going? We have a bit of a different video today than the usual videos we go for. So normally we're doing gaming and all that type of stuff, mainly based around Total War Warhammer. But today we're going to do a reaction video to Astartes. This is a supercut right here, so this isn't the actual video. This is parts 1 and 4 all condensed down. Then we'll hop over to part 5 afterwards, and I'll put a link in the description to all the original videos. This is just a much easier format for me to do it in than bouncing between them all. And at the very end, we'll probably start discussing the ideas of can there be a Warhammer 40k Total War, which is much more what my channel is normally based about. Without further ado, let's hop in. I'm very excited. I believe I've seen part 1 before, like a year ago, if it's the same thing. There was like a ship traveling through space and maybe a drop pod. I'm not quite sure. Me and my housemate watched a long time ago, but 40k and Warhammer in general is just my childhood, so I'm excited to see it brought to life. And I believe this is a completely fan-made, just nothing to do with actual Games Workshop. Yeah, fan-made art project. Oh, I'm excited. Astartes. They are assisting in the hunt for fleeing leaders of the rebellion. It looks good. Man, this is so cool seeing it brought to life. Yeah, this is what I've seen. Like, head down. Oh, we're in a ship, not a drop pod. Nice. Loving the sound design. Just leave it alone, man. He's just, yeah, he looks like just general heretics. Or cultists. That really shows the power of the Space Marine there. Just annihilated them. These guys look interesting. Assuming the Psychers. Vault 02. Music. Nice. Oh, very nice. They just don't stand a chance. It's really capturing the level, you know, the power level. The way the smoke parts as the plasma shot goes through, that's very cool. sick. Psychers. I like the spines going through their back. Oh, that'd be horrifying. Oh, what a shot! The severed like spinal cord like connector held up. I like the detail of the eye as well, like the mechanicalness. What's in the vault? Okay, I believe that is part 1 to 4 done. So now we're going to go to the official channel. Yep, let's hop our way over here. Load up. So yeah, Astartes number 5. So this was made, the channel is actually just called Astartes. So I'll link this all down in the description just down below. We're just going to hop straight in. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's incredible so far, but we're going to just hop in. 7 minutes this part. Okay, nice little recap as well. Oh, that shot right there. That's the killing shot. It looks so good. I don't know the backstory of the guy creating this, but he has got some insane skill. Got little sensors, fins are cool. No idea what that is. Looks like it's being contained. Ooh, Inquisition or guys from Mars. I haven't. My Warhammer 40k lore is many years old and quite rusty. The Adaptus Mechanicus, I think, or the Inquisition. Oh, that looks so good. That's weird. I'm trying to construct a giant psyker. When anything floats on its own free will, it's not a good sign.
Astartes.
Is it a demon trapped inside the shell? turret, perhaps. Looks very similar to the caged ones. I don't know if that's in the future and this is what they've taken there. That one was more golden, I think. Yeah, here. Yeah, that's slightly different. That's not good. Oh, that sound effect of the bolter. Very cool. I can only assume that's some kind of enclosement, like a prison for a demon, perhaps? Or if the orbit itself is prison. Land of the dead. I hope this is going to continue. Thank you to my amazing supporters who made this project possible. God damn, that was awesome. So is that a snippet of what's to come, I assume? It looked... Oh, sick. I'll read that in a second for you guys. This blue stuff, is this Eldar? Eldar technology? I'd love to see this guy get his hands on some Eldar as well, mix them up with the Space Marines. Eldar were my guys back in the day. And I think that's... I'm trying to think who else used to fire that type of gun, but it looks like it's kind of like a needle darts, which definitely seems like Eldar tech. So Astartes is a fan art project, 100% unofficial, and is no way endorsed by Games Workshop. It should be 100%. They've surely seen this by now. Looks like he actually started back in 2017, perhaps. I don't know when the first one came out. It was a while ago now. But yeah, massive props to this guy. So his name is Astartes. Definitely go over there, give him some support, check out his channel, give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe, all that type of usual stuff. But yeah, very cool indeed. Damn, that is so awesome. The amount of detail that went in, the sound, the just insane levels of graphics, the violence, the way it captured Space Marines, as they should be as well. So I think a lot of people mistake the tabletop to kind of the actual lore, because obviously you have to balance stuff for tabletop. Space Marines are wrecking balls in the lore. I think there's a saying, I can't remember exactly how it goes, I don't want to spoil it or kind of like ruin it, but it's like, give me 100,000 guardsmen or 100 Space Marines. Something along those lines to give you guys an idea of the power level. These guys are wrecking balls, as you saw the early kind of cultists who tried stopping them in like parts 1 to 3 or whatever it was, just got annihilated. They brought out all the heavy guns, it doesn't matter. You're going to get completely destroyed. They're just that much more elite and the real, true super soldiers of mankind in the Imperium. But there are things that can fight them. We saw the Psychers as well, did a pretty decent job. That glowiness in the eye was awesome when his helmet started to crack. But yeah, that was pretty insane. I'm not 100% sure what those orbs are, so if anyone does know, please let me know in the description down below. But I'm assuming that they are some kind of prison for demons, because they started to talk to each other, it seemed, across. I'm not sure if they were trying to take one and then put it into the enclosed one, or if they were just trying to capture that one as well. But my favourite part, without a doubt, is... where is this? Go back to the eye quick. This is so funny. It's just this little bit here. Not the fact he just punched him in the face, but this guy just unloads round after round into him after he's already just had his skull caved in by a hell of a punch there from the Space Marine. But yeah, really awesome stuff. I'm glad that I checked this out. My housemate told me it was out. We'd watched part 1 and 2 before. I think part 1 and 2 or just part 1. I'd seen the spaceship before come down, definitely, but I seem to remember being drop pod. I don't think we saw any of the in-ship stuff before, but it was a long time ago. I'm just so happy I managed to kind of encapsulate everything else and see, it was really good fun. So now let's do a tiny little discussion, guys. Because this isn't a normal type of video I do, okay? So this is a reaction video, of course, but I normally do play the game Total War Warhammer. I have tons of content, multiplayer battles, streams, tournaments, all those type of fun, different things to do. But one thing that came up a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about on one of my live streams, is could they do Warhammer 40k as a Total War game? And I think they certainly could. There's a lot of possibilities for it and a lot of problems as well. So I was wondering, what are your guys' opinions? Please let me know in the description down below if you think it could work or not. I mean, you could simply have starting races much like they did Total War Warhammer. 4 starting races. You'd have Space Marines, Chaos, Space Marines, Greenskins and Eldar, probably your best bet, quite popular picks overall. The OG Dawn of War style, right? Bring those guys in. I feel you definitely have to have a ridiculous amount of DLCs and bring the game in slowly. So do a Warhammer 40k Total War 1, 2 and 3 like they're doing Fantasy, and perhaps even expand it out further than that, because you don't want to look over anyone and not do anyone justice. For example, Space Marines, they have the Space Wolves, the Salamanders, and you would want to play as all of those guys. Especially myself, I used to love Space Marines back in the day. Drop pod armies, it's an absolute dream. So I think it's definitely possible. It's going to take a lot of work to make sure it doesn't fall into the same pitfalls games like Empire Total War did, where just big gun lines standing off, shooting at each other. And line of sight would be quite interesting. So in the current game, which is of course a fantasy-based one, arrows can loop up and over, so you can hold them behind a front line, so the front line holds back wave after wave of enemy, and you unleash arrows over the top. Guns obviously can't do that because their firing arc is directly straight, so it takes a little bit more skill to actually get them to shoot and so forth. So it'll be interesting how they implement that into 40k. There's so many more range units, but yes, there are combat-based armies, greenskins in particular, Tyranids, but at the same time, all forces can have a nice mixture of kind of ranged and combat. So I think it certainly has potential. As far as campaign goes, you'd simply just have it round a single planet. You'd have to think of story reasons why it can't just be completely destroyed, basically, as most factions have an ability to destroy planets, and why you can't jump just from one side of the map to the next very quickly, like a ship or whatever. So I think there's a few different problems that can come with it, but certainly stuff they can work around. I'm sure they've been in discussion with Games Workshop on how successful Fantasy Total War has been, but I'm sure they're going to complete that first. Do all the DLCs, get everything sorted, wait a couple of years, and then perhaps we will see one. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. If you hit the like button, I know you want to see more of these, then maybe we'll start doing a few more reactions to other game trailers, maybe, film trailers, TV shows, any of that type of stuff, really. I've got a fairly decent knowledge on kind of, I suppose, script work, acting work, and so forth. So I was thinking earlier on about possibly going into TV show range and stuff like that. But of course, we will still mainly stay a gaming channel, Total War Warhammer being the main one. So anyway, guys, until next time, peace, peace, and stay awesome. Let's figure out how we're going to get out of this. OBS. Alright guys, peace, peace.